Hello everyone, so I'm Afdal Ahmad and I'm your financial account lecturer for ACCA. So here, if you see this, you can see under ACCA knowledge level, we have 3 subjects: financial accounting, management accounting and business and technology, right? So let's go into our examination for knowledge level subjects and see how the structure is for financial accounting. So initially we have 35 OTQs and 2 MTQs per subject. So what is an OTQ? OTQs are simply MCQs and short answer questions. And what are MTQs? We call them multitask questions, right? So those are long form questions where you have maybe 2 or 3 subparts under the whole question. Let's look at the exam frequency. So the exam frequency is on demand. What does on demand mean? On demand means whenever you are ready, you'll be able to do the exams. Look at the pass marks. It's just 50% out of 100%. You can simply get it by joining with us. And look at the exam method, right? We call them CBE examinations, which means your exams will be done through a computer. And finally, the duration for an exam is just 2 hours. Let's look at the lessons which we have under financial accounting. Initially, we have the context and purpose of financial reporting. So under this, we'll just look at the introduction of accounting, what accounting is, just a few things such as stakeholders and differences between 2 types of accounting. And then we have the second chapter, which is accounting principles, concepts and qualitative characteristics. So in accounting, we provide information to the users, right? So we have to focus on a few characteristics to make the information quality. So that's what we'll focus on in the second chapter. Now we have the third one, which is the use of double entry, bookkeeping and accounting. This is the basics of accounting. This is how accounting is done, right? So what this simply means is every transaction has 2 impacts, right? So in case you buy something, you give money and you get something. That's basically what it says, right? That every transaction has 2 things. And then the fourth one. So when something happens in the business, we're supposed to record it in accounting. That's what we look at in our 4th chapter. Look at the 5th chapter, we have reconciliations. Reconciliations is simply corrections, right? So whenever 2 details do not match, we just find out the reasons why they don't match, and that's what we'll sort out in this. Finally, we have the 6th one in this particular slide, which is preparing a trial balance. So in accounting, we don't record everything, we don't give every information to the users. We only give a summary. This is basically the summary. So now we have the next chapter, which is preparing financial statements. This is the ultimate thing. This is the final result we need in accounting, right? So under preparing financial statements, we look at the statements we prepare for a sole trader, right? Who is a sole trader? A sole trader is a business which is owned by just one person, right? And then we have another chapter which is also preparing consolidated financial statements. What is this? This is, if you take a company, if you prepare a statement for that, we call those financial statements. But certain companies, they're groups. They have so many companies which come under them. So when we prepare financial statements for them, we call them preparing basic consolidated financial statements. Finally, we have our last chapter of the syllabus, which is interpretation of financial statements, which is a very logical subject, right? So what happens in this is, if I give just one information to you, you will not be able to make a good decision, right? So what we do is we compare information, and using this comparison, we'll be able to make a better decision. So that's what we study under this particular chapter. So we are going to look at what we'll have as a study plan for our subject. First of all, we'll be completing the whole theory sessions, and then we'll be having revision for each and every chapter, and then we'll have a minimum of 30 OTQs for each each chapter which we complete, and then we will have a link the dots session, which is a memorizing strategy we have implemented so you can remember each and every concept precisely. Finally, we'll be having 3 pilot papers, 3 mock papers, so you can practice and see how you are before you enter the exam. So if you want to join us, we have the contact details, we have all our details over here. You can join us, and welcome to Enrich.